Alright, are we good now? I would like to hope so. I'm using my Elgato. I haven't used my Elgato to stream in a very long time. It feels like a millennia since I last used my Elgato software to stream. But, apologies for that. That's the thing with YouTube. For some odd reason, YouTube decides to disconnect from my system and say like, well, it looks like you're not streaming, even though you never said that you were. So let's go ahead and end your stream right here. So I'm streaming with my Elgato, so give me a quick second and we'll get started with it. I will be right back. But now you guys can hear me in a much clearer voice since I'm using my professional mic, so sit tight everyone. We'll get back to the mayhem. Oh, I am so sorry, everyone. I am so sorry for it taking so long. But we're back, and it's now time to continue. So yeah, once again, sorry about that. That took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but now we can get back to it. Hey, anime goddess, you came in at the right time. I had to step away for a quick second, so I didn't know if I was leaving people hanging or what. But everything worked out. The game is working. You know, that's not anything new, but the game is working. I'm using my Elgato to stream instead of using, you know, the basic streaming software, the basic streaming option for my PS5. So we are just going to be using my Elgato from here on in. At least you guys can hear my voice a whole lot better now versus, you know, a regular headset. So there you go. And when I get the chance, in order to increase how quickly I'll level up, I'll get a booster from Tannis's little station in her room on the ship, and then we'll just take things from there.
But let's just take a moment to remember the fallen. Rest in peace, Respawn. Rest in peace.
That's the...
Oh wait, she was saying something.
The vault key. Bring it to me aboard Sanctuary.
Now, I've already did a playthrough of this game before. What was I saying before the live feed? If I remember, let me actually bring it up and listen to it and see what I was saying beforehand before I got cut off. So let me pull it up to the very end and listen. Oh, I was just commenting on what you said. It was out of pocket, and that's all there is to say concerning what they did with showing off Zoro's ability way ahead of its time. Yeah, I don't know what to say quite. I really don't know what to say about Toei's decision making in letting that happen so early on before we even get to the real fighting. So I don't know. Honestly, don't know. But let's go ahead and go back to Sanctuary. Oh, wait. Hold on. I gotta turn the music down. I gotta turn the music down when I'm on Sanctuary because the musical background on Sanctuary is copyrighted. And the last time I had a stream here using my Elgato, well, actually, the last time I had a stream playing Borderlands and I went on Sanctuary, I got a copyright claim for my entire stream that I did, which was when they released the level cap and opened up all events for people to play. I got a copyright claim from just me being on Sanctuary, and I guess I wasn't saying anything and the music was playing in the background, and it recognized the music and it claimed my entire stream. So if I don't have any music on, that's the reason why. Ain't gonna be claiming no more of my stuff. Ooh, 6 people watching. I really hope that if there's anyone new here watching my channel for the first time, I just hope you enjoy yourself. But we're good here. Let's go to Sanctuary. And the type of gear and weapons that I need for this moze that I'm building on, I already have the level 72 versions of the shield she's gonna need. And
Bring the key fragment to me in the lab, Vault Hunter.
I mean, I'm pretty much good on all other weapons, and since Gearbox has this loot the universe going on.
The Iridians were larger than us, or stronger. I shall examine this new fragment in private.
You may leave now.
Come talk to me on the bridge.
First things first. Let's buy an XP booster using our points from this little game. That'll be good for 2 hours. Let's see how much mayhem and destruction we can get done in 2 hours.
Looks like Maya hasn't slowed down a bit. Bam! Badass incoming!
You're putting Maliwan to shame out there, killer. Thanks to you, Atlas might just survive this war after all. But we can't lose sight of the vault.
First time catching it live and seeing my gameplays you like? Well, thank you, goddess. I not only do reactions to, you know, anime episodes and, well, mainly just One Piece right now, and reactions to chapters and the like, but I also do a lot of gameplay stuff as well.
Hey guys,
Yet another
thanks
way for my audience to be able to
Definitely
interact
your
with me
problem.
from time to time.
Morale is soaring.
You're welcome. So, you said you know where the last key fragment is?
Well, then, please don't be mad. I have the third key fragment here in Atlas headquarters.
You've been keeping that from us the whole time? I knew we couldn't trust a guy with a mustache.
It's a siege mustache, okay? Look, key fragments are worth billions. The research benefits alone could keep Atlas profitable for decades. I've already done some experiments with it, some taste tests, that sort of thing, but at this
Yo,
point...
Sensei Nam, good to see you here as always. How you been?
Well, we still want it, even if you licked it.
No spoilers, but I hope you like sour apple. Come on down to Atlas, and I'll have Zero let you in through the secret VIP entrance.
Hey, I've got an idea. Do the thing I told you to do!
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's
my home, but I almost miss Pandora.
So a lot of you may know my opinion on Marvel's Avengers. A lot of you may know my opinion on Marvel's Avengers, and with the Black Panther expansion releasing this Tuesday, I kinda don't know how to feel on it, to be honest. To anyone here, what are my thoughts on, what are our thoughts on pre-time skip One Piece? I feel like pre-time skip One Piece hid so much more than we realize. Like, one thing that someone pointed out to me that I never did notice was after... Yo, Karma, what is going on? Good to see you. One thing that I was pointed out to, but I never noticed when I, you know, looked through the history of it and the chapters of it, was when Luffy and Zoro get, you know, beat up by Bellamy and his crew, and they get thrown out of the bar, and Nami's just dragging them through Jaya, and after Luffy meets Blackbeard for the first time, and they're walking away, and Nami's all like, what's going on? And then it says like, are you bothered by that guy? And then Luffy says, no, it's not just him. It's not him, it's they. And it's like, wait, did Luffy know that Blackbeard already had a crew with him? Because mind you, in that same instance, you would see Jesus Burgess and Doc Q around the area doing different things. But it never did dawn on anyone that Luffy knew that, hey, from the way this guy is talking, he knows that Blackbeard already has a crew with him. So it's just like things in the pre-time skip that you don't notice until you go back and look through it. It's like, wow, Luffy had a lot more foresight than people would like to give him credit for. You're mad you missed both reactions of My Hero Academia and One Piece. The chapters were good. It's all good, Karma. I won't spoil anything.
Once you get to the secret VIP entrance, Zero will let you in.
But we got a 2-hour booster on ourselves, XP booster. Now, unlike some games, where they would charge you like, hey, we got an XP booster here. Just pay a little bit for this and you can get a little bit more XP. You actually earn the currency in this game, which is basically just points from Tannis' little station to buy XP boosters to boost your XP for like 2 hours. And it's not like it's a major deal it's not like it's a major deal breaker that can just, fundamentally break the game. Like, oh, or it's not something dumb where they can say like, oh, we can't give you these XP boosters because then you'll be earning skill points too fast. And we found that players were getting confused when they had too many skill points at one time. Something incredibly stupid to say like that. I'm not pointing any names, but incredibly stupid for people to say. Hello. Goodbye. And he's dead. We were joking, by the way, pre-time skip is fire. Need to rewatch it someday, though. I need to rewatch it as well. And see just how many things were alluded to that went completely over our heads and we never really paid attention to. Hey, I'm trying to get your head, please. Poke it out. Thank you. Hey, you took out the little guy with him. All right, got you. Where's your friend? There's your friend. 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 Where's your friend? There he is.
Oh, you're here. Awesome. Zero, let them in. Zero? You're here, buddy. Open up the door. Oh, great, now Zero's missing? I guess I'll buzz you in myself because the CEO has to do all the work around here.
I mean, you play Power Warriors 3 again and realize that Whitebeard is a god in that game. Even the last stage on Nightmare seems like fodder. See, here's the thing. And after watching today's episode of One Piece, it just makes me even more upset that they just stopped supporting Pirate Warriors 4 as far as, extra content, newer characters, and even adding costumes that are currently in both the manga and anime right now. And it feels like Pirate Warriors 4, it just feels like it was made just for the sake of...
VIP, all access.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Like it was made to just be like a little sequel just to, pad for time, not like a full-fledged sequel that just fleshed everything out. Which is why I like Pirate Warriors 3 more than 4. Now, mind you, Pirate Warriors 4 lets you play as all of the Yonko, but 3 makes everyone just feel so ridiculously overpowered, where if I did a Quake Punch with Whitebeard in Pirate Warriors 3 and I charged it up, oh, it's gonna send people flying. But even though they gave Whitebeard his correct height in Pirate Warriors 4, they didn't give him his power. I feel like in the grand spectacle of them adding more characters and adding attacks that hit wider ranges, it just doesn't feel as impactful and as cinematic as it did before. See, if I'm playing as Whitebeard, I need to feel like the strongest man in the world. I don't need the game to limit my strength simply because, I don't know, reasons? Because that's basically what it is. It was reasons. There was no legitimate reason why they had to scale back the power of characters in a Muso game, where your entire purpose is to just wreak havoc everywhere. Sad thing is, we only see the full power of One Piece characters in Pirate Warriors games, and whoever does them doesn't do them right. Episode 987 is out? Yeah, it's out. I did a reaction on it like a couple of hours ago. Well, I did a reaction on a couple of hours ago, and I released my reaction to it I want to say a good hour, maybe an hour and a half ago. Maybe they got lazy? Oh yeah, they definitely did get lazy. Pirate Warriors 3 was like the height of Pirate Warriors games. Because it did everything right. It did everything right. It made characters feel powerful. And it just made us want Pirate Warriors 4 to take what was good about Pirate Warriors 3, expand on it, and just go further beyond, plus Ultra with it. But no, they just scaled it back. Like, certain characters are just less impactful. Some attacks got increased range, but they just felt less cinematic and less One Piece and more Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, low bar type stuff. Plus, they got rid of some skills that made a lot of sense. Like, there's this one skill in Pirate Warriors 3 that's called to perceive one's true form, which allows you to harm a Logia character without having to go into like your special Kizuna drive mode, which allows you to access certain character special modes like a Logia, like Kizaru. If you want to go into his Logia form, you enter in Kizuna drive. In that mode, you're able to harm people that would normally not be able to be harmed. Well, the skill perceive one's true form allowed you to harm people that would normally have an intangible state. Such a skill like that was not present in Pirate Warriors 4. Not only that, but they nerfed a lot of skills for whatever reason, such as hero strength. It's a skill that makes it so that your attack increases every time you take out 100 people. And mind you, there was no cap on this skill. So if you went through really? There better be a ratch around here. Come on, thank you. So when you kept killing enemies and you reach into the thousands, your power would just continuously stack. Well, in Pirate Warriors 4, that skill got a 30-second duration, and it would never raise above that. Every time you get 100 kills, it just reset the timer on the small attack increase. So it was just kind of disappointing that some skills were nerfed for whatever reason. I can't imagine that they thought that, you know what, let's nerf these skills to balance the game in a game where you're basically supposed to wipe the floor with everyone. I never understood the idea of nerfing skills meant to decimate entire armies in a game where you're supposed to decimate entire armies. That's just one aspect that just completely confused me about Pirate Warriors 4. Among other things, such as, you know, extra content. Once you got through all the treasure log, that was it. Once you got the platinum, there was literally nothing else to do in Pirate Warriors 4 unless you wanted to just mess with characters. But there wasn't as much of a drive as there was with Pirate Warriors 3. Pirate Warriors 3 had Nightmare Mode. I'm not really big on gaming and stuff, but I totally understand that. Thank you, Goddess, because I am a massive Musou game fan. I'm a massive fan of games like Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors and games that are like spin-offs of it, like Pirate Warriors or Attack on Titan 2 or Berserk, Band of the Hawk. Games like those. But when it comes to the sequels that are basically supposed to surpass the games that come before them, you're not supposed to go backwards. You're supposed to go forwards. A sequel is supposed to progress, not regress. So I don't understand the direction of why they decided to take things that we loved about Pirate Warriors 3, but they didn't flesh it out more. Feel like Pirate Warriors 4, they took one step forward and two steps back. One step forward in making characters accurate in size like Kaido and Big Mom and Whitebeard, but they took steps backwards in terms of combat and making certain attacks that were just grandiose and OP and just flat out awesome, and then just turned them into, oh, you need to wait for this special attack to cool down in order for you to do this again. Like, there wasn't none of that. There was no stamina bar in the previous Pirate Warriors game. If you wanted to dash at high speeds, you dashed. If you wanted to dodge, it didn't require stamina. What is this, Dark Souls? That's not how things work. In a Musou game, you're not supposed to be limited in how strong you can get. Normally watch your dad play unless I ask him to teach me so I can relate to it to TV shows and things like that. That, I completely understand. I completely understand. Like Karma, for example. Warriors Orochi 4. Even though many people do not like Warriors Orochi 4 as much as Warriors Orochi 3, the one thing they got right is the fact that if you maxed out your character, you had the option to what they would call prestige them. Which is when you would level a character up to max. Oh, we leveled up again. All right, we're going to put another point into Scorching RPMs. Then we're going to unlock... let me see. Do I max out the iron? Do I max out the iron bank? Come on, load this thing up. I only bring that one up to 4, and then the other one up to 1. So, I'll keep working on this one. Bring that up to 4, max this out. Bring this up to 1, bring this up to 4. We'll keep working on it as we go. They were really throwing things to the wind. Here's the thing. I believe it's because they changed game directors from the previous Pirate Warriors to the new one. And whoever directed whoever directed Pirate Warriors 4 decided, you know what? Let's take everything that made Pirate Warriors 4, Pirate Warriors 3 good, but let's try and put our own spin on things. We like giving people the ability. We like making stamina limitations on dodging for our characters, right? That's good, right? We like putting skills and special attacks on cooldowns, right? That's good, right? You don't even have to touch a character to max them. That's exactly it, Karma. When I played Pirate Warriors 3, I played everybody. Because the only way you could level up was you had to play them. In Pirate Warriors 4, I have yet to touch any of Sanji's brothers. I have yet to touch Buggy. I have never played Cavendish. There are certain characters I don't think I've never even played Brook. I've never played Brook or Robin. Because you don't even need to touch them in order to level them up and max them out. How do you take out a leveling system? That's not how it works. I don't know, Goddess. I don't know. That was the whole appeal of playing new characters. You don't know how this character's moveset is, you don't know if they're good, so play the character and find out. And if they're good, then you look forward to leveling them up. But they removed that completely from the game. For some odd reason. Ah, sweet. So Loot the Universe is not on Promethea yet. That starts on the 19th, but Pandora is the place where you're going to get a ton of legendaries to drop. But yeah, that does take the fun out of the game, because now there's no real reason for me to play any of these characters unless I'm just completely bored. But in Pirate Warriors 3, leveling up your characters lets you get used to them, let you figure out their movesets, let you find out their advantages, disadvantages, let you find out how to do dodge cancels, how to do attack animation cancels. It made you learn how to play as this character. The more you spent with them, the more key things you found out about them. I could tell you all day how long I spent playing Kizaru to the point where I can make builds for that guy. But in Pirate Warriors 4, it's like, if I don't want to play as this character, I'm not going to play as him. Don't even know how you get that idea and then also think it's a good one. I don't know, Karma. I don't know how you get the idea that let's give these people that we've never seen get tired from running and give them a stamina bar where it also doubles as their only method of being able to dodge enemy attacks. So if you dodge enemy attacks that causes... I'm just kind of killing everyone. What is going on? This is actually a pretty good gun. Wow, this is actually a really good gun. Though it's low level, and I'm kind of powerful, thanks to my Guardian rank stats.
Let's do this thing.
But I don't know. I don't know, Karma. If we ever get another Pirate Warriors Muso again, it needs to be done right. But back to what I was saying about Warriors Orochi 4 before I lose my train of thought on it. think a good idea is adding air combos and then not giving it to half the roster. Like Big Mom, she only has 1 attack in the air. Kaido only has 1 attack in the air. Blackbeard only has 1 attack in the air. If you're going to add air combos to the game, everyone needs to have air combos, not air attack. And I say attack as in singular.
Reese, I don't even want Atlas anymore. Your brand is over.
Like, if I jump into the air and you give me the ability to engage in air combat, don't just give me 1 slap and then I'm back on the ground again. That makes literally no sense. You know what? While we're at it, since this is a chill and chat type stream, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you just how fun Pirate Warriors 3 is in comparison to Pirate Warriors 4. You know what? Because I got both games. I have both games, and I can show them off. So as soon as we take out the boss of this, as soon as we take out the boss and complete this mission, we're gonna play some Pirate Warriors 3 and Pirate Warriors 4 and see some comparisons. That's what we're gonna do today. I might as well just switch up the title for this. I might as well switch up the title for this stream to just games, and more games, just so I can encompass everything. Because this has grown beyond just me playing Borderlands now. Now that I'm talking about it, it's grown beyond me playing Borderlands. Y'all got me thinking. Y'all got me speaking.
Okay. Well, we left the Viper driving the orbital laser, right? Maybe it's got enough juice left to take out that command ship. You gotta hold them off while I get it working.
Got contacts! Murderized!
Okay, I've connected to the Viper drive. It's still working. We can do this. It wants a password.
Just thought of a big question related to One Piece. Go ahead. I'll let you down me. I'll let you. Just so I can do this. There we go.
Just, yogurt flavor. Oh, come on, me. That could be anything. Zingberry crunch. No. Athenian vanilla. No, damn it. Chocolate dill. Oh, they're onto me. Pulling countermeasures. I can't get a target lock.
Just fire!
I got it. Target locked. Firing. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh, wow. I am legitimately crying. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Vault Hunter, Atlas is safe. Now I just have to find Zero. Oh, don't worry about Zero, Reese. He'll find you. Your mind games won't work, Katagawa. Zero's on my side. Oh, see?
What are my thoughts on Katakuri and Luffy's fight? I mean, it had to happen when you think about it.
What are you doing? No.
It had to happen where Luffy had to face off against a person with observation haki so strong they could see into the future.
Vault Hunter, Zero's trying to kill.
Do you think it was plot armor or was the fight deeper than just strength? It was probably deeper than strength when you think about it. It wasn't just a fight between an enemy and an enemy. They both recognized each other as people that were worthy of fighting, to the point where Katakuri took off his scarf to cover up his own mouth, which he was, ashamed and embarrassed to show to anybody. Enough for him to fight Luffy one-on-one without it. He found a guy who was worthy enough to look past his own shame and fight all out with that. And he found a person who could look at his face and not see something not see someone disgusting. He found someone that was worthy enough to fight against and not have to worry about being embarrassed about his face or protecting his face. He could literally go all out with Luffy. In Luffy's case, he had to face an opponent that was far stronger than him in basically every way, because anytime a Luffy tried to attack Katakuri, Katakuri came back with a far stronger attack. Like, his own block mochi imbued with armament haki was stronger than Luffy's own armament haki. His own observation haki surpassed Luffy's to the point where whatever Luffy tried to do, Katakuri counteracted it every single time. So it was not only just a battle of strength, but it was also a battle of wills and a battle of which one will concede to the other. Even though they both have similar abilities, and one was steadily learning how to catch on to what Katakuri was doing, though not to the fullest extent. Katakuri found someone he found a challenge. Because everyone else he fought against was, you know, basically cannon fodder to him. But I still feel like at the end of the day, for Katakuri to stand up over Luffy, even after they both landed their massive hits against each other, Katakuri using, what is it, Buzz Mochi, I think, and then Luffy using Black Mamba in his Snake Man form, for Katakuri to still be standing after Luffy was dog tired after taking that hit, and then just say, like, are you gonna come back and defeat Big Mom? Not Mom, are you gonna come back and defeat Big Mom? And then he falls over and says, okay. Now I'm tired. So you love and what I felt it was. I love what I felt it was, and then saw a video that went deeper into the fight and how it was more philosophical than it seemed. Yeah, it was a lot deeper for Luffy and Katakuri than just basically, oh, I'm gonna be stronger than this guy. I gotta be stronger than that guy. There's more meaning to the fights that Luffy is in over just King Cobra, not Black Mamba. My bad.
Zero! Come on, man! I thought we were friends!
You're on the menu.
And he's already dead.
Stupid Zero Tech!
It's not that you're weak, it's just that I'm that strong. Ooh, did we get a Sandhawk? Rebate front loader. And an Expert Storm. Now, I'm not going to be using sniper rifles with this because the magazine isn't big enough. So I probably won't be using that. So I'll just let that stew over there. Let's go and conclude this mission, and then I'll boot up Pirate Warriors 3.
That creep is finished.
Zero, where were you?
I was on the hunt. Could not give myself away. Radio silence.
Like I said, Zero, I super trusted you the whole time.
No, you
It was
didn't.
completely justified.
So here's the thing that I like using the Elgato for is that when I go to my main menu, I can pop my game out and it won't end the stream.
Business stalker. But before I give you this key fragment, I have one last thing to ask of you. Am I pulling off this mustache or what?
I hate it. I want to carve it off your lip with a chisel. Just my opinion.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot to take in. Thank you, Vault Hunter. I will remember that. Here you go. One vault key fragment as promised.
So you mean to tell me? So,
Does everyone get all weird about my hands? Who needs a pinky?
they get all weird about your hands because you only have 4 fingers! We don't even know what you are!
Rack it up!
And level up again.
That is the...
So, put another point into Scrappy. The more I put points in here, the more I can put it into Scorching RPMs. 4 into this one, 1 into that one. Put a point into some for the road, and then max out Forge, so I'm constantly regenerating ammo for her currently equipped weapon.
Third and final vault key fragment. Bring it to me on Sanctuary and I will assemble the full key.
Alright, we'll go to Sanctuary. And then when we bring that mission to a close... Honestly, what is that guy? I don't know! Even back in Borderlands 2, you find an echo log where Handsome Jack is trying to question Angel about it, where he's saying, like, Angel, you got the brain the size of a planet, and you can't tell me that you don't know about what's going on with Zero. What is he, an assassin, an alien? What is he? And Angel's all, I don't know. If Angel doesn't know, and she's basically hooked up to every technological thing on Pandora, then you know no one else knows. No one's ever seen what's underneath that mask. We don't even know if Zero's even human. That's the mystery of it all. He's basically Snake Eyes if Snake Eyes decided to speak in haiku.
Now, shoot! I need to do a lot of science, and your natural odor is alluringly potent and thus distracting.
One thing I like about these boosters is the fact that...
To the bridge.
One thing I like about these boosters is the fact that I can exit this game and the booster will not be active while I'm gone. That's entirely stupid for XP boosters or any boosters of any kind to just drain out when you're not actually playing the game. Looking at you, Avengers! So I'm glad I can do that. But I don't need to go to the bridge in order for this mission to conclude because it's just going to start another one. So we're going to quit out and we are going to go to my main menu. Close out the game. And now I gotta get out of my chair so I can put in Pirate Warriors 3. Give me a sec, everybody. And then when we're done messing around with Pirate Warriors 3, I'll show you Pirate Warriors 4 and just how much of a big difference there is. I haven't played this file since my birthday of last year, because I call myself trying to play through all of Pirate Warriors 3 in one singular stream, but because I kept talking about COVID and YouTube had bots specifically tuned to deleting streams instantly after you mentioned that so many times, I lost an entire birthday stream of me playing One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. So that was pretty much the last time I actually saved something on this game. It's been that long. But let me go ahead and edit the name of this stream to Games, Games, and More Games, so it's not just specifically Borderlands related. Because if I'm playing a different game, then it can't just be specifically Borderlands. Gameplay recording paused because you entered into a blocked scene. Haha, my Elgato just says, let me just ignore that.
One Piece!
海賊無双3でござんす。
Alright, let me change the name real quick. Alright. Stream has been updated.
麦わらたちの冒険の記録だ。さあ、千の海を越えてゆけ。
Okay, so let me go to Dream
冒
Log.
険に挑戦できる。
And then let me go to Nightmare Log because that's where the real fun is. You can reach some very high numbers when you do that. So let me continue. And let me pull up someone like, let me pull up my favorite character to play. This is my favorite character with his old voice actor before his old voice actor passed away.
わしが行くよ。
So my favorite one is Pirate Mega Showdown. Imagine if they kept triangle combos and still added air combos in Pirate Warriors 4. Imagine if they just kept everything from Pirate Warriors 3 combat-wise and skill-wise and leveling-wise and just expand it from that rather than it just being a set brand new way of doing things. Like, I hate the whole stamina bar thing in Pirate Warriors 4. I absolutely can't stand it.
わしが行くよ。
And you know what? It feels good to play Pirate Warriors 3 again. Like, really, it really does. The only thing I kind of didn't really like about Pirate Warriors 3 is the fact that you can't go into your special mode if you wind up losing all your allies. Which means that I need to keep all of my allies on this map alive, otherwise I'll never be able to turn into my Logia form. But let me go to skill set, Hero's Body, which attack greatly increases with every 500 KOs. Once you get up to the thousands, your damage is just plain crazy. When you get your Hero's Body up, your defense goes up as well. Coercion makes enemies easier to knock back. Stylish makes it so you increase the duration of a Kizuna rush. Battlefield Charisma also increases the Kizuna gauge easily. You'll see just how effective these... Actually, let's look at this. Remember when... Karma. Remember when characters had skills that would increase the damage and increase the effects of their own special abilities? So they really just added a stamina bar when there was never one before? Yes, Goddess, they did. They did. They added a stamina bar. Kizuna's over so quick if you don't have Stylish. I never go into battle as a Logia character without it. Ever. But yeah, they added a stamina bar. I'll show you once I'm done playing this mission from Pirate Warriors 3. This is Pirate Warriors 3 right now. But remember all these skills? Like Ruler of Shadows increases damage on enemies inflicted with a black box status effect, specific for Mordia. White Hunter increases damage to people who are inflicted by smoke, specific for Smoker. Public Experiment and Deadly Poison greatly increases damage to poisoned or infected enemies and increases damage to poisoned enemies. Both of these skills are good for both Caesar Clown and Magellan, however you want to say his name. Both of these skills were unique for the characters and they work exceptionally well. Musician's Wisdom prevents being knocked out of on guard status when taking damage a few times. So many character-specific skills are not present in Pirate Warriors 4. Like if you play it as Enel, Thunder Gauge is easier to fill up, which allowed you to use more of his more powerful techniques quickly and in more succession, and it was so useful. Nowhere to be seen in Pirate Warriors 4 whatsoever. Face Growth Hormone increased the amount of time the giant head transformation lasts. For Ivankov, where his Death Wink could change into a Hell Wink, it was so useful. Character-specific skills gave you reasons to play as these characters more often because they had things that made them even more powerful. Yet none of this is there in 4. Look at how many skills there are. There are tons of skills that are here that aren't even that not even a full fraction, not even half of these skills are in Pirate Warriors 4. for some strange reason. But let me get into the gameplay. Okay, these are my skills. Increase my attack, which stacks. It doesn't have a duration. So I could continuously make my attack stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger with no duration whatsoever. Same can go for my defense. What I know, I could be squishy in the beginning, but then by the end of, like, say 2,000 or maybe even 3,000, and it just becomes incredibly useful. But let me just show you how I do things with Kizaru.
こりゃ覚悟を決めにゃいかんでしょう。そうはさせんがね。聞くよ。やたのかなりご苦労だったね。今の村雲。
See? Part of my fingers is trying to default towards the circle button to dodge, because the circle button is used to dodge, where the X button is used to dodge in this game because it doesn't have a jump button. X button is used to jump in Pirate Warriors 4, but not here. But here, it makes sense because you can do dodge offsets. Like, I can do tack, dodge, and then do another full attack right here. You actually like Kizaru in the show, something about him I like. He's the first admiral I liked before I heard about and seen Kaokiji, because my first interaction with admirals was Kizaru first, and that was before I got into the anime and realized what was going on with all the admirals and how powerful they actually were. But when I saw this dude who could create light, and saw how just OP he was. And with that, you could spam that. You see? You could spam that. You could spam his Amaterasu and just blind people. And you could stun them out of their special modes so effortlessly.
わしが出るまでもなかったがね。
こんなんじゃ話になれない。
覚悟はできてんだろ。
ボス。相手じゃつまらないね。これだから海賊は信用ならねえよ。
Hold on a quick second, I'm being called. Give me a quick second. Oh my goodness, that was disgusting. Ugh. So my dad called me into the man cave to try out this golden ginger ale that my mom had brought in. And no one's... it's in the back of my throat. No one's tried it. Until now. He had me try it. And he knew exactly what he was doing. As soon as I drank it, for some odd reason, the carbonated part of the drink decided to just linger in the back of my throat for some odd reason. I had to drink some water just to get rid of it, but it was not a good feeling. I am never drinking that again. Ever. Ever! Kizaru has the best fruit in One Piece. Kizaru has the most powerful and fastest fruit, devil fruit in all of One Piece. It's just that Oda gave him such a slow mind to keep him from one-shotting everybody. Golden what now? It's called Golden Ginger Ale. Now the thing is, I was kind of skeptical when I saw it in the fridge. I didn't touch it. I touched all the cream soda, I touched all the root beer, everything else except for that golden ginger ale. And I should have listened to the Holy Spirit when he told me, don't drink that water. Don't drink that water. Don't drink that ginger ale. Don't drink that ginger ale, my son. And I failed to listen, and now here I am regretting my decision of even taking a small sip. I'm glad I didn't take a big gulp, otherwise I'd probably be gagging right now. It's not good. It's not good. I gotta save that Lapon up ahead of me from being killed by Alvida, otherwise I'll lose a person. When I miss the red flags is what happens. Yeah, I'm not gonna miss that next time. I have never, the only ginger ale I am ever gonna have is Canada Dry. And I'm never going further than that. Ever again. See, the thing with attacks is they made them more widespread in Pirate Warriors 4, but the spectacle of everything. Like, there's no slow-mo shots like this anymore. Oh, wait, no, I'm wrong. There's no real big slow-mo shots like there used to be, or at least... No, I think I'm wrong. Certain things didn't look as good in Pirate Warriors 4, even though it was made later. There we go. Alright, let's take out Buggy. Before he claims all the territory. All right, we hit the 1,000 mark. Damage is increasing. Who's my favorite characters in Pirate Warriors 3? Kizaru, Kuma, Magellan, or Magellan, however you want to say his name, and Akainu. They all have oh, Whitebeard. Whitebeard, if I have to choose straight up power and decimation wise, you know what? He probably would have been a better character to choose. You know what? We're gonna quit. Sorry, we gotta do Kizaru. Not Kizaru. We have to do Whitebeard. We have to show off how they nerfed this man. Do I want to save my progress? No. End the battle, return to the main menu. Yes. I should have gone with Whitebeard. Whitebeard probably had to have had the biggest nerf in comparison to Pirate Warriors 3. So no, we're going to do that over again, but we're going to use Whitebeard instead due to how easy it is for him to just clear out entire areas. Give me one quick second. I got those stupid bots that pop up on my videos. Oh, they already were auto-deleted. All right, we're good. So instead of the Pirate Mega Showdown, we're going to do the World Government Mega Showdown. Since you know we're already a pirate. But I'm going to show you just how powerful he is in this game compared to just how much they nerfed him in PW4. It's that bad, huh? I mean, the only thing they got right with Whitebeard is the fact that they made him his correct height. Because Whitebeard is a straight-up giant in Pirate Warriors 4. Are those DLC levels? Are they hard? Set on Nightmare, it's essentially you fighting every single world government affiliated character, and then you end with you fighting all three admirals at once: Akainu, Kizaru, and Fujitora all at once. Then you have to deal with the warlords as well, all of the warlords. So it can be a bit trying with the character. And not only that, but you also have to fight all three members of CP9, Rob Lucci, Kaku, and Jabra as well. So altogether you have Smoker, Tashigi, Lucci, Jabra, Kaku, Sentomaru, and a bunch of pacifistas, Magellan and Hanyabel, and all of the warlords, save for Blackbeard and Gecko Moria. So it's really just Hawkeye. It's really just Mihawk, Doflamingo, Boa Hancock, Kuma, and Buggy. And then you have Kizaru, Akainu, and Fujitora as the people that are left. So you have to face all of them in one go. So if I go to a skill set, Hero's Body, his four-square triangle combo is his strongest. I don't need to really worry about using his Kizuna drive because he's plenty strong without me ever using it. So I use Grit to make it harder for me to be knocked back. And Sniper's Wisdom, so I can do more damage inflicted on distant enemies is greatly increased because his attacks can go a long distance. And just Hero's Body and Hero's Strength as well for, the regular, and enemies are knocked back easier, which is great for Whitebeard, so we'll go into it. I'll show you. I will show you how strong this guy is. Now, mind you, this is the size of Whitebeard in the game. He is not this size in the anime or the show. You see all that? You see how Smoker's health just disappeared? And Smoker's now gone. 2 times. I didn't even charge it, Karma. I didn't even charge it. Uncharged. Well, that was a full punch. That was a full combo. That was uncharged. And the thing about coercion is that enemies that get knocked into one another also do damage to the person they knock into. So if they get cascaded as a domino effect, it can do so much damage, it can literally wipe an opponent's health bar out in an instant. And that includes bosses. And I'm already at 1,000 KOs just from using this one attack. That's how strong it is. See if I can get this attack off with all three of them in one. Oh, ooh, hold on. Wow, I almost died there. See? One thing about that is I kept getting juggled. That's why I got KO'd there. Because I got backed into a corner and I couldn't even see myself. And I'm guessing Rob Lucci kept hitting me over and over and over again. We're going to try that again. But, I mean, you can kind of see just how overpowered he is. They removed his OP-ness for no reason. Exactly, Karma. They removed it for no reason. There was no reason for them to downsize the strength of so many of these characters. And not only that, but PW4 made the mistake of creating maps that were too narrow for their big characters. Like the forest for Big Mom on Whole Cake Island. Try playing that with Kaido or Big Mom and don't just wonder how come it feels so narrow. Like, wide open areas is basically where the game shines. But if you try and play a giant character, you're just asking to get wedged into a narrow space. Now, in order for this attack to be most effective, it has to hit someone. But it doesn't have to work 100% of the time. Oh, he had a heart attack there. I took out everyone except for Rob Lucci in that one attack. He's the only one that's left now. And even he's on his last legs. Hold still, Lucci! Even if I have grit double plus on, there's no guarantee that it'll make me immune and allow me to survive attacks that would normally get. It's no guarantee it'll allow me to just. See, here it's not even affecting him. Oh, that. He killed my one way to heal. Wow. Okay, I completely forgot that playing on Nightmare Log, some of these enemy attacks, they can be extremely broken, such as Rob Lucci's Saidairen Rokogan. Yeah. You saw how much of my health he just removed there in that instant. This level is hard. I mean, it's a level 100 mission that I only managed to get a B rank in. I've never been able to S rank this yet, because this is a maximum difficulty mission. But I'm showing you just how strong someone like Whitebeard can be in it. And I know I can do this. I know I can get past this because I've done it before. I've beaten this mission before. It might be because I'm rusty, because I haven't played this in a year. All right, Smoker's out. Get Dashigi in here. Let me get up to about 1,000 KOs before we proceed forward, just to give myself that little bit of an edge. Remember when dodge cancels were a thing in this game? Look at that. Look at that domino effect. The aftershocks. I basically just killed everyone in CP9 now. So now, I'm good. Now we can continue on. And I got a attack and defense boost for the next 30 seconds. See, this is the level of OP-ness Whitebeard should have been from the jump. See, I'm clearing out zones left and right. And I'm not even fully charging it too, but sending enemies flying off into the distance until they turn into like sparkles, like starlight sparkles. That's how it's supposed to be. Pacifista's down. Another pacifista's down. Sentomaru's almost down. And now Sentomaru's down. So now the next zone will be open up to me. See, this attack from Whitebeard is so fundamentally broken that you can just use this move the entire time and never have to worry about any sort of real danger. If you're playing on Nightmare, sure, you have to be careful, but anything less than Nightmare, you're basically a god. And don't even get me started on Fujitora. His R1 is basically the only thing you ever need. Just drop meteors everywhere. Never worry about where the enemy is. Just drop a meteor right in front of you. Spam the meteor. Forever. Spam the meteor, not the media. Spam the meteor forever and you never have to worry about danger. I literally went through an entire map. I have a video of me going through an entire map using nothing but meteors and I succeeded. Do you think we have a Whitebeard in Pirate Warriors 4? I think we have a Whitebeard in name only, not in strength. Knock everyone else out with Conqueror's Haki. Let me just use some special attacks. Just raining meteors in battle. Yeah, see, that's what makes Fujitora so ridiculously overpowered. Which is why they completely nerfed that skill in Pirate Warriors 4. It no longer has the impact it had before. Like, I'll show you. I will show you how things are in Pirate Warriors 4. Welcome back, Gogeta. We are streaming with my Elgato this time since YouTube didn't like being connected streaming through my regular system. So we're doing this. Power Warriors 4? No, this is Power Warriors 3. You know, the better version. The one where Whitebeard is powerful. Where skills aren't nerfed. Where I can take out an entire map with using Whitebeard's Quake instead of, you know, just button mashing with stamina and bars and stuff. See, as you can see here, I'm just doing basic hits against these fodder enemies. Some of their health bars are not even appearing because I'm taking them out. I'm doing that much damage to them. Almost took out Kuma in one fell swoop. Oh, Kuma's out. Kuma's out completely. Wait, where's Buggy? Hold up, where's Buggy? Oh, there he is. I almost killed him. All right, Buggy's gone. Took out Hancock. I'm stunning everyone. His laugh in Power Warriors 4 is so awkward. I mean, we don't have the same voice actors anymore for Kizaru or Whitebeard. So they're not going to feel the same. The impact is not going to feel the same.
少しは強くなったかと思えば相変わらずの鼻ったれじゃねえか。
わらわはこれまでじゃ。あとは好きにするがよい。
この白ひげの力見くびるんじゃねえ。
Mihawk's down. So that's all of the warlords. The only people that are left are all three of the admirals.
白ひげだ。やりおった。てかその程度で図に乗るな首が。
Wait, where's Bon Clay? Bon Clay! Don't die, don't die. I need you. I need you alive. Don't think he even heard the new Kizaru VA. Is he in Power Warriors 4? Yeah. He's also the voice of Kaku, so if you hear Kaku at any time, he's the new voice actor for him. You see how trolling Kizaru is to the point where he'll just appear directly next to you? Like he's over here with me now, and he'll just zip around the entire map. What's going on, Psycho? Good to see you. Now, if this didn't take out Kizaru, yep, he's out. Now the only one that's left is a Kainu. What? Am I actually gonna get a rank higher than B this time? I never noticed, but it looks like I am. Now let's do some triangle combos. Grab him by the face. Crush him. Get you with this special attack right here. See, Akainu is the toughest one because they just start to give him crazy defense near the end of everything, and it makes no sense. The shockwaves will kill him. It won't be Bon Clay, it'll be Shirohige-da! Wow. All this time, and I never was able to raise my ranking in Nightmare Log over a B, and now I got an A rank. Sweet. Oh, if I had been in my Kizuna Drive mode more, I could have gotten an S rank. Ah! It's fine, I can always come back to that and work on it. Out of all the old men in anime, who am I most scared of? Well, how do I even choose that? It's kind of difficult because pretty much every single old person in anime is just ridiculously scary. You have Whitebeard, who's like 21 foot of absolute muscle and bossness with the strongest, pretty much strongest devil fruit in the world. He also knows all types of hockey. able to clash with Gold Roger. And his very name strikes so much fear into people that if he says this place is my territory, no one dares stand against him. Then you have people like the third Hokage, who is literally what they would call the professor of jutsu, who's ridiculously strong, able to take on the reanimations of both the first and second Hokages, even though they weren't exactly at their peaks and they were just cheap animations and not the full-fledged versions. Then you got Genryusai Yamamoto from Bleach, who has never been surpassed in 1,000 years, and is so strong that his own Zanpakuto threatened to burn all of Soul Society when he used his own Bankai, to the point where Hitsugaya wasn't able to use his own ice-type Bankai because his ice kept melting in the presence of Yamamoto's Bankai. And that's just his swordsman skill. If you get in a fist fight with Yamamoto, he is literally gonna cause your entire body to crumble to dust. Then we got Chairman Netero from Hunter x Hunter, where he's so strong he literally has a 1,000-armed Buddha statue behind him that lets him fight at light speed. And he's so ridiculously strong that all he has to do is just put his hands in a prayer motion faster than your mind can process, and you're getting slapped 25 miles in the opposite direction with enough force to pretty much crater any area around him. The list goes on. The list really does go on. So, out of all the old men in anime, who am I mostly scared of? I'm gonna have to go. I can't actually tell you which one I'm actually scared of because they're all scary. Every last one of them are scary. If we're talking about old and like their 70s onwards. But that's a look at, okay, so before I continue this conversation, this was a look at Whitebeard and his skill in Pirate Warriors 3. You saw how strong he was, how strong he can reach, especially with Hero's body and Hero's strength, which when they stack, they make you ridiculously strong. Now, we're going to check out Pirate Warriors 4. So I need to go over to my gaming library, pull up Pirate Warriors 4. It's nice that I can just switch from one game to the next using my Elgato and it doesn't stop the stream. It's so convenient. I'll probably have to stream using my Elgato more often, seeing as how it's feeling stable right now. Kaido would probably stand against him. I mean, we've sort of seen the strength of Kaido right now. He's probably the only one that could at this point in time, due to just how strong Kaido actually is.
One Piece! 海賊無双4だっけな。
Alright, we'll go to Grand Line, and we'll go to Strong People of the New World, which is a bounty mission where there's just a ton of enemies all around. Now, you can definitely tell the difference between the voice actors. So what I'm going to go for skill set is... Alright, so we have Hero Strength, increases attack for 30 seconds. So, you guys saw the skills that were in Pirate Warriors 3. Hero's Strength in Pirate Warriors 3 didn't have a time limit. Increases attack for 30 seconds after a certain number of enemies are defeated. It doesn't even tell you how many enemies you need to defeat in order for this to activate. At higher skill levels, the amount of defeated enemies required is less. I mean, it's kind of redundant if you still don't tell us the amount of enemies required to achieve this. Oh, you know how many enemies it took you to activate this bonus? No. Well, if you max this out, now it makes the amount of enemies you need to defeat even less for it to activate. That still doesn't tell me how many enemies I need to defeat in order for this to activate. Because in Power Warriors 3, it would say you need to defeat 500 enemies in order for this to activate. Okay, defeat 500 enemies and keep going from there. Here, you can't even keep track of how many enemies you need to defeat because it doesn't even tell you. A certain number of enemies are defeated, and then this will activate for 30 seconds. In Pirate Warriors 3, this had no time limit. It would stack, and you would know exactly how many you had to defeat in order for it to continuously stack. So I'm gonna remove this. And I'm gonna put in Heroes, well, Undying, really. Increases defense by an amount proportional to life lost. Because you will lose your life a little bit in this game. So you could beat how many you need and totally miss the power-up. Well, it'll let you know when you get the power-up, but you just don't know how many you beat in order for it to activate. Like, if you would in Pirate Warriors 3, it'll let you know 500, okay, defeat 500. And then you start to realize that, hey, if I reach into the thousands, this could keep stacking and my power could keep increasing. But here in this game, Hero's Strength only activates for 30 seconds, and every time you get another set of, you activate it a second time, it doesn't stack. It just resets the timer. So the attack increase stays constant. It's just that every time you activate it, like say you activate it for 30 seconds and then you activate it again within that 30 seconds, your attack does not increase further. It just extends it just resets the duration for the attack boost itself, which is such a step backwards from Pirate Warriors 3. It makes absolutely no sense, but like I said, most of the bad decisions for this game, I believe, stem from the new director that took charge over this versus the last one, because I believe they changed game directors from Pirate Warriors 3 to Pirate Warriors 4. The music is great, playing as more characters is great, it's just that the mechanics and the things linked to them are kind of dumb. But I'm going to show you. Actually, what is my map? Water 7? I was kind of hoping for a more wide open area. That's another thing. You gotta re-roll maps because it randomizes the maps you go to whenever you choose a mission. Like when you go to Treasure Log, it doesn't tell you what set map you're going to be on. Some of them are set in one specific location, but when it comes to bounty missions, you literally have to keep re-rolling stages for the one that you actually want. Like this is the Whole Cake Island map. This is the Whole Cake Island map, where the map is narrow, it's full of trees, and it blocks your view, and since Whitebeard is a giant character in this game, it makes it difficult for him to navigate in an area where a lot of these pathways are very narrow. So now you got to go back and re-roll the stage. See, I hate this sort of re-rolling maps and re-rolling missions every time you finish one mission again. It's another reason why I hate it so much in Avengers, because if you finish one mission type, you have to re-roll another stage in order to get that same mission type to re-roll again. It doesn't keep everything open for you. But that's a conversation for a whole nother thing. Why is level 18 the max level? I don't know. I don't know why level 18 is seen as the max. Level 17 is the what they would call a maximum difficulty for this game, whereas level 100 is the maximum character level in Pirate Warriors 3. Did they think that we would be so bored as to not level up people to level 100? Do they not know what type of games people play here? I'm sorry, I'm starting to rant. My apologies. Alright, so this map isn't bad. Wait, you can max the level? Here's the thing, goddess. The level there is no specific level per se. You don't have a specific character level. Only levels of your health, your stamina, your attack, and your defense. The characters themselves don't have levels. It's just your stats that do. And they only go up to level 18, which, for the life of me, I don't know why it's limited to just 18. I have never heard of a game where your level can only go up to not even 20, not even an even 20, it's 18. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. Now here's the thing, you get like all these skill trees, but they all are just for increasing your health, defense, stamina, and attack further. Like they don't add any additional effects like, I don't know, increasing attack range, or defeating this enemy makes you use up no stamina for a certain period of time, like special attributes and stuff like that. No, it's just more stat increases. And now I'm getting reminded more and more of Marvel's Avengers' stupid championship system the more I look at these third trees, because they're just stat boosts. Oh my goodness. I'm just now realizing how much this reminds me of Marvel Avengers. I cannot believe that one of my favorite franchises is reminding me of Marvel Avengers. I cannot believe this. This whole thing that's supposed to make you stronger, and it's just stat boosts. Oh my god. And this game came out before Avengers did. Why am I getting reminded of Avengers looking at this? I don't want to look at this anymore. Like, sure, you can get different types of attacks, and you get tons of attacks that you can switch out. Like, different stats to let you know which one's the best, like Unrivaled, Full Force Bursts, Man Who Shakes the World, Impossible Feat, Mighty Warrior. Lot of good skills, but you can only have 4 active at a time. But let me get into the nitty-gritty and show you just how Whitebeard is. Now, you see how big he is compared to how he was in Power Warriors 4? He's massive now. But his big combo that really would wreck shop with everyone, that's no longer present. They completely changed it. And you can't charge his moves. You cannot charge. You want to take a set? That was a lot. I'm sorry. It was just. See this move right here? It never had such a long animation just leading up to that one move. It was just swinging his Naginata around, him charging up his fists, and then him just letting off a Quake Punch. But here, it's just. It just feels like it's just slowed and extended for no reason. And now that I think about it, he doesn't even have... Hold on. He doesn't even have the ability to... Wait a minute, hold on. I'm getting reminded of so many things that I brought to light about this game the first time I played it. Don't mind the rant, I enjoy when people are legit. Oh, you ought to hear me when I'm talking about Avengers then. But he doesn't even have his charge punch attack. And in a game that gives you air combat, like you can jump off the ground and do air combos. But he only has a punch, that's it. So the pacing went down. The speed for some attacks went down, and they even changed up attacks completely for literally no reason. Now, granted, some attacks have a massive attack range now, but that doesn't overshadow the fact that some of these moves that they did it just makes no sense why they changed so much. Like, sure, he's big. And this move is good for just straight up clearing out entire swaths of enemies. It's all right, Good Shock. I know how it can be when it comes to internet sometimes. And there, you see that green bar at the top there, Goddess? That's your stamina bar. Once you use that up, you can't dodge until it starts to fill up and it's out of the red zone. Like, see down there at my health bar, you see the attack boost. I don't even know when I activated it because normally I would know. But here, it can't even tell you. It won't even tell you. And some attacks have such a decreased amount of time in which they can be used that it's like this move here, when he spins it around him, that usually goes on for a lot longer the more you press the button. Now it's just been shortened up for whatever reason. Now, mind you, Pirate Warriors 4 isn't a terrible game. It's not. It's just that there's so many decisions about it that keep it from being the perfect Pirate Warriors 3 successor. And you see this move? When an enemy gets on the ground, it gives them the opportunity to get up from that attack and allows them to counterattack. There's too much dead air time in when the animations go in between one another, when they stop and go into another one, that it allows the enemy themselves to get up and just sometimes even completely ignore you trying to do a combo on them. It's not bad the choices made are just absolutely terrible. Exactly. It's not a terrible game. It's not a bad game. It's just that some of the decisions keep it from being a perfect game. That's the main thing. Decisions that should not have been made, changes that should not have been made, extras that should not have been left out. Here's the thing. Goddess, in Power Warriors 3, there were a bunch of costumes that you could unlock for this game. They gave so many to Nami, to Hancock, to Luffy, to pretty much the majority of the Straw Hats that are non-present whatsoever in this game. That move is actually really, really strong when you think about it. So this attack animation, it should not have been hit to the side, because when do you come across enemies that are just at your side? You're always hitting enemies in front of you, correct? So it makes no sense for that attack to be that way. Hey, Shock, I don't get the whole aspect of adding stamina bars in a Muso game either. I mean, aren't you supposed to be continuously fighting enemies, like endless armies, one after the other? Why would you add in stamina bars to make it, to give us limitations in fighting entire armies? Wouldn't it make more sense to give us unlimited stamina so we can continuously fight these armies? What is the purpose? Other than, the only thing I can think of is they want to arbitrarily increase difficulty for something that should not exist. Like, it makes no sense. Why would you add stamina into a game that never had stamina to begin with? Unless you're just trying to arbitrarily add in ways to make gameplay, make people try and strategize in a Muso game. You know, a game where the only thing you're supposed to be doing is to... The only thing you're supposed to be doing is to decimate entire armies with ease, with big old flashy attacks, and then just move on to the next one. Would PW5 be a day one for you? No, because I learned my lesson from this game. I bought the deluxe edition of this game on the hopes that, oh, I can't wait to play this one. It's probably going to be as good as the fourth one. Should have waited for a review, should have seen gameplay, not making that mistake again. It will not be a day one purchase for me. I don't care how much of a big fan I am of One Piece. After this game, I am very wary of where they will intend to try and take Pirate Warriors 5 the next time, until I see some gameplay, some in-depth character expansion to how the game plays, how unlocks are. I am not doing that again. I learned my lesson. I believe Pirate Warriors 4 is the game where I stopped thinking, you know what, I'm not going to get the deluxe edition of games anymore. Ever. I think the only exception I did that for was Miles Morales, and because it also had a voucher for me to get Spider-Man Remastered. That was it. If you're going to, wouldn't it make more sense to either slow you down a little or make it limitless? See, here's the thing. If I'm dashing and I want to do like a dash like this, I should be able to dash like that without any limitations to my speed whatsoever. It makes no sense for you to say, we're going to let you dash this amount of times and then you got to wait for your bar to return. But what if I'm in the middle of a combo? That's too bad. And plus, this stamina bar is also used to dodge away from an enemy. So if you miss that dodge and you run out, then you're going to be left, you know, at the mercy of an enemy's attack, and you won't be able to dodge out of it. You understand? It makes no sense. In a game that type has been characterized as being a type of game where you're basically supposed to be a one-man army, just taking out everyone with over-the-top attacks and just being all-around powerful, there should be no reason why you're limiting how often people are powerful. Warriors Orochi and Warriors Orochi 3 and 4 get this right, because I never did finish this conversation when I was talking about it when I was playing Borderlands earlier. But in Warriors Orochi 3 and 4, they have this thing called a prestige system, where when you reach the maximum level, you can reset the level, but then you get points that can be put into your stats that can increase them past their limits to the point where you can have like 9,999 speed, 9,999 health and attack, to the point where if I were to pop in Pirate Warrior, no, I still think of Pirate Warriors. If I was to pop in Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate and show you one of my characters that I have maxed out. Matter of fact, I can show you a Warriors Orochi 4, because I have that. You know what? I'm gonna show that to you so I can give you guys an example of what could work for a future Muso game in order to keep people playing longer than just maxing out their characters. Give them reason to come back to the character. Make them stronger past their limits. When they limit break, make them limit break even further. But I'll show you once I'm done here. Already sad enough that they removed good things from Power Warriors 3, but on top of that, they didn't even get the new stuff they added right. Like, seriously. Why add air combo in your game if not every single one of your characters is going to have air combos? Punching one time in the air is not a combo. That's just an attack. And you can't say, well, we couldn't come up with an attack that could work with him in the air. If you can come up with an entire moveset for Shanks, who we've never seen get into a full-on fight with anyone in the entire series, you can make up an attack for pretty much every other character. But I'll show you what I mean by Warrior Orochi's 4 prestige system on how strong you can make your characters and how overpowered you can make them and just how broken you can make them. I still haven't completed every single mission in that game. I haven't even platinum Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate. But I tell you, if I get into it and I start to level up characters and make them powerful, it gets crazy. Because the game allows you to do that. Also, you can't walk in this game anymore. They gave you the option to walk in Power Warriors 3. You can't do that anymore. It's just run or sprint. No walking whatsoever. Alright, so you can see how Whitebeard is there in comparison to Power Warriors 3. Whitebeard may be bigger and his attacks may hit a larger range, but the spectacle of his attacks and some of his attacks have been completely changed for pretty much no apparent reason whatsoever. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But that's Power Warriors 4. Let me bring up Warriors Orochi 3 so I can show you what every Musou game should have when it comes to increasing the longevity of their characters and encouraging people to play it more and more. The ease of being able to go through all of my games like this, it's so good. It really is so good. Because when I play a game and I'm playing as a ridiculously strong character, and you give me the I should have an option to make them even stronger than before. Because Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate pretty much spoiled me on that aspect for any future Dynasty Warrior type games. Like, it permanently spoiled me on it. So if I go to story mode, Denim Moore, it's good to see you. If I go to story mode and I show you my characters and I go to my stats, I have Odin, I have Nobunaga, and I have Hundun. And I'm still working on leveling a lot of people. I'm still working on going through the story mode of the ultimate version of this game. But let me show you. So, Odin, he is maxed out. His health is at 2,000, attack is at 2,000, defense is at 2,000, speed is at 200. I have everything about him explicitly maxed out. So, when I go promote, this allows you to continue upgrading heroes after reaching level 100. So if I go here, promotion bonus, skill tree expansion, so it expands his skill tree and unlocks more skills for him. So before promotion, his health is at a certain point. So if I were to take, let me use growth points to level him up. Okay, so I can max out his entire level right here. So, looking at his stats, max him out at level 100, his health is at 800. Everything is only in the hundreds, but when I get them to max and I max out their level, they'll be like Odin, where their levels will be in the thousands and their attacks would be exponentially higher than it normally is. And that on top of their weapons and their skills, and I don't even have his weapon perfected where it's everything just maxed out. But the ability to rank up your skills and increase them past level 100 and do that 9 times. You can do this 9 times. Every time you max out their level, you can do it over and over and over again until you reach a point where you can max out all of their stats until you can't level them up anymore. But at that point, they're basically omnipotent. And if I were to play on anything other than, hard difficulty, I would just wipe the floor with everyone. Allow me to demonstrate. So if I go to this mission, man, I forgot to set the difficulty. Did I set the difficulty? What difficulty is this on? I can't tell what I set it to. Hold on, I need to see what difficulty this is. Still think your favorite combos in Warrior games are the mobility combos that look awesome like Sima Zhao in Dynasty Warriors 8. What in the world? Where did that come from? Okay, chaotic. If I were to switch this to, let's just say normal. Let's go with normal.
連合軍はオロチと破壊神を倒した。破壊神を失ったユグドラシルは暴走し、時空が歪み始める。異界はオロチの意志、破滅へと向かい始めた。異界が崩壊する中。
Just want to say thank you for helping me read the Demon Slayer manga, and I had fun reading it, and now you're on chapter 99. Well, I won't spoil anything Demon Slayer related for you, Denimore. As long as you were entertained reading, reading through it, and listening to me help you read through it, hey, that's good enough for me. As long as you enjoyed, that's all I look at. That's all I look for. So, let me show you my level of strength with Odin. You see that? They're all instantly dead. Versatility and just making you overpowered. And if I have a skill on my weapon that makes it so that if I defeat an officer, they cause a whirlwind that draws in every enemy near them, and they all hit for multiple hit damage. Which basically means that if I'm killing officers, I'm killing every single person around them. Odin is broken in this game. And I also like using his special art because it allows him, it basically allows him to stop time. This is basically him using Zawarda! And they're all dead. They're all dead already. They're all dead already. And I can just spam this. And with my speed, I can get around faster than any horse. And when I defeat, you see that? Defeat an officer, they turn into their own whirlwind and draw in all enemies. That is disgustingly OP. Oh yes, this is Odin. Even though he may not have this big old beard, this is Japanese. This is the Japanese depiction of the All Father. Gondlia, Wandbearer, Gladiator, Grim Raider, and Third. One Eye, also called Hyas and Trugesser. This is the strength of the king of the Asgardians. And he also has a high speed mode as well. And I am being paged again. I will be right back. All right, give me a quick second. Change shapes a couple of seconds ago. Does that change the moveset too? Give me a quick second. We'll go into Odin's moveset and just how broken all of it is, because he has this one mode where it essentially lets me turn his spear into a massive drill and it draws in more people. But I'll get into it. I gotta take Kenzo outside. He's a good boy, but I gotta take him out. Please hold tight, everyone. I'll be right back. It's good, boy. You good? It's all good, boy. Just talking to my peoples. Say hi. I know you can't speak English, but say hi to everyone. Alright everyone, I am back. Sorry if I lost a couple of you there. Kenzo's good, he's a good boy. Took him outside, he did everything. So now we ain't got to worry about him. So let me show you some of his skills. And you get to charge his abilities for as long as you want. And you get to use his spear Gungnir as his main method of attack. Should you get this game? It's amazing. Warriors Orochi 4, some people have some sort of some way they feel about Warriors Orochi 4, but I like it. You literally take all the shards that are the floating pieces of his weapon and you basically just ran it down on people, and he has chargeable attacks as well, but I mean, it's a good game if you want to have a game where you have to earn some of these things. Like this move right here. You can suck in as many people as you want. And it has such a long distance. It has such a long distance. Oh, you mean when he wasn't sitting anymore and he was standing on his spear? His triangle allows you to charge it up. And you basically just rock it in one direction. If that's one way, that is one way for you to get across a battlefield ridiculously fast. If you're on a straight path, now watch, watch. I'm drawing in everyone. And if I move slowly, I can keep drawing in more and more people. And then destroy them all. This is what it means to be powerful in a Musou game. The options it gives you. You were actually walking with the character instead of sitting, and he had wings. Oh, you're talking about Hundun. This is the other dude. I switched to him. This is the other guy on my team. I don't have him to the level of strength I have Odin. Because Hundun is meant to be the physical embodiment of chaos and destruction. That's the type of monster that he is. I just haven't spent too much time on Hundun to actually make him, as OP as Odin. Odin was the first one I maxed out simply because he had the world. Oh, you can switch characters. Yes, you can switch characters. I have Oda Nobunaga. See, all of your attacks mean nothing to a person who can stop time. It's so ridiculously overpowered how you can do this. This game looks and sounds fire. Might have to cop one day. There's more characters I haven't even unlocked in this game since I've been, as soon as a new game came out that popped my interest, I immediately went to that one. Oh, I forgot I could do that. I forgot I could do that. I'm moving so fast that the camera can't even keep up with me. How strong is he on the hardest difficulty though? Still just as strong. You know what? Let's return to camp. Let's switch the difficulty just so I can show you. Because with the skills I have, here's the thing. Skills you have on your weapons, which also can be upgraded, they literally hold the meaning of life and death for your character. So what I have for Odin is, if I look at his element, I have agility, increased attack speed, bell tone, which increases the amount of XP that I get. That also goes to all of my other characters. Wind Slay, combine the effects of the wind and slay weapon attributes. Wind allows me to knock back enemies, and slay allows me to insta-kill fodder enemies, and wind allows me to hit through an enemy's guard straight through. Brawn increases in normal attack damage. Flame Bolt adds both flame damage and bolt damage at the exact same time. Windstorm generates a whirlwind that draws in surrounding enemies after defeating an enemy officer. You guys saw that. Absorption absorbs enemy health when inflicting damage. So I basically am always absorbing health whenever I inflict damage. So even on the hardest difficulty, as long as I'm hitting people, I am healing. So this is an omnipotent weapon that I've built for myself. An omnipotent weapon that knows no other equal. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the wrong one. My bad. This is my omnipotent weapon, the Quake Spear X Osmosis. Okay, this was the one I was using before. This is the one I'm using now. All right, so Windstorm, generate a whirlwind. Wrath imbues all attacks with attributes when health gauge is full. So whenever I have full health, all of my attacks are imbued with attributes, like all attributes when my health is full. Might increases in damage inflicted by charge attacks, which is all my attacks that I do, and I've shown you guys where it has multiple charge levels. That damage is increased exponentially. So you're basically playing as a god. Yeah. Basically, I mean, it is Odin after all, and this build I have for him with his weapon, that basically makes him just as OP as he should be. As the king of the Asgardian gods, it only makes sense that he's this strong. Literally playing as Lightning Dio, is that a reason to pick up the game or what? So here's the thing, Zeus is in this game, Ares is in this game, Hades is in this game. There are so many different type of god characters in this game, but Odin is the one I spent the most time on, simply because I've just made him that broken. But Might increases charge attack damage, Osmosis, absorb enemy Muso when inflicting damage, so special attacks, I'm just absorbing that from enemies. Flame Bolt, I already told you about that. Wind Slay, told you about that. Aggression, increases attack whenever I hit a 300 hit combo, and since the majority of Odin's attacks can increase combos exponentially in an instant, my attack damage is always increasing even further than that. Absorption, just absorb health, and then attack speed with agility, and basic attacks get an increase with brawn. So every single one of these skills are just ridiculously overpowered, and they have a maximum of plus 20 of how many I can put into a single skill. Now, Flame Bolt, it's already strong, but I don't have it maxed. Wind Slay, already strong, but I don't have it maxed. It's just that good. And if I go to his skill tree, he has all these different things that increases his attack, defense, decreased damage taken from enemy officers. There is one where I'm surrounded by a barrier if no damage is taken for a set period. So if I'm not taking damage, I have a barrier that appears around Odin that shields me from any other oncoming damage until it dissipates. And then if I'm not taking damage for a couple of more seconds, that barrier comes right back. It's just... he's strong. Odin is very strong. So let me go back to that same mission again, but let me put it on the hardest difficulty, which is Pandemonium. Pandemonium is the best mission to go to for the highest type skills and everything. So Pandemonium is the highest difficulty. Recommended, you are supposed to be level 50 for that. If I put it on oh wait, nah, it's still the same. Recommended 50 just to do the stage normally. So we're gonna set it to Pandemonium. Definition of being OP. See, Zeus is the only person, I mean not Zeus, but Odin is the only person I have at this level. I haven't even begun to fathom even playing any of the other 100 characters in this game, just to try and get them to Odin's level. So let's go ahead and begin the battle, and let's see if there's any bit of a difference to just how overpowered I actually am. Now, mind you, I still have his special magic art, which allows him to stop time. So, I mean, it's just an added caveat on top of all of his skills. You mean others might be this OP too? Oh, did you think that Odin was the only one who could reach this level of just brokenness? Now, mind you, not everyone has Odin's level of just broken movesets, but you can get them to the point where they are strong enough to survive just like Odin, but no one else is able to do the things that Odin can do in the game. You can make OP characters, but Odin is in a league all his own. I mean, he's the only character that has access to being able to, you know, stop time. Gonna be leaving now. It was nice being here, and thanks for explaining the games to me. It was fun. See you later. Alright, anime goddess, I really do hope you enjoyed yourself while you were here, and I hope to see you the next time. I'm literally turning into a Dyson vacuum. I don't know, that guy looks dead to me. Sorry. This is Pandemonium. This is the hardest difficulty. And everyone is still dying. This is the power of Odin, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't even have his flame bolt skill and his wind slay skill maxed out. I don't know why y'all hide behind him. Like, I ran through that griffin and I took off more than half of its health. And if I get hit, I just absorb health from all my other enemies. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. I thought I was playing Power Warriors again and thought circle was to dash. Don't worry, it's not like I wasted a bar. I'll get it back from these enemies. So you remember how it says that every 300 hit combos, my attack would increase? I just got up to 5,000 hits in my combo. So, it is not difficult to reach a high combo count with Odin. And he's not even fully strong yet. Here's the thing. I don't have the skill that makes it so that my attacks hit a wide range. Yet they already hit for a wide range just because. And here's the thing, whenever an officer is defeated, their whirlwind has a wide range where it can pull people in from a distance. So the enemies don't even need to be near the officer in order to feel the effects of it. Though the ones who are directly close up to them, they tend to get the full brunt of the damage. See that? In an instant, I've surpassed 300 hits to increase my attack. So let's just let my combo bar just completely disappear and see how many hits I can get in on this group here. See, I see you inflicting damage on me, but I immediately start regenerating the moment I touch you. So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. That's the crazy thing. It doesn't matter how hard they try, they can't beat me. And in this mode, where they shift the dimension to make it so that you need to use magical attacks in order to deal more damage to them, I'm dealing so much damage that I don't need to use magical attacks on them in order to do the most of the damage. Because magic attacks are pretty much what you need in order to defeat some of these, Oh wait, it's Hundun, I forgot. And he's gone. He's supposed to be the guy that you come across in a pandemonium where you want to get high-level skills and high-level weapons. Like, literally some of the best skills and weapons that you want on your weapon. Like, best golden skills. You fight Hundun in a pandemonium difficulty stage. And I just wiped him in less than 10 seconds. Less than 5 seconds, really. He just ran up, turned around, and I smacked him, and he got absorbed into a whirlwind. You see how all of them, from a distance, got pulled into it? That's how strong these skills are. When you mix these skills, you can make anyone broken. It's just that Odin is the most broken out of everyone. They really thought about the player when making this. They really did. This is the epitome of what it means to be an overpowered character in a Musou game. And I haven't seen any other game surpass it since. When I talk to you guys about prestiging characters in a game and making them overpowered and giving them more ways to make them more stronger, this is the example that I mean. This is exactly what I mean when I talk about Musou games and giving us the option to make ourselves greatly overpowered that it makes absolutely no sense. This is what I mean. This is exactly the example I'm talking about. Odin is the perfect example of making your person so overpowered that you literally are basically a cheat code. Cyclops, supposed to be a big enemy. Wiped him in less than 5 seconds. when you are so strong that you surpass the game's need for you to use magic to damage enemies that can only really be damaged by magic. That's how strong you can be. And I don't even have myself set to use wide attacks. I might not even need to use brawn on this. Oh, there's Hundun. Look at him. Ho ho, ponorefe. And he's already dead. Omae wa mou shinderu. See? And you see that? The barrier's around me right now. I haven't taken damage, so now I got a barrier around me that'll protect me from damage. Not that it's gonna matter, because I'm so overpowered that it doesn't... I don't even need to have such a barrier around me. Like, this is literally, what is that move in what is that move in the Final Fantasy games or Kingdom Hearts games where you hit a person so many... Ooh, stopza. The stop magic in Kingdom Hearts where you stop enemies and you can hit them. And I almost for a second thought something went wrong with my game. I forgot there was a cutscene. I thought that my game just went completely turned off. But, stop in which one has the best video games, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Sonic, or Mario? I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, really. I can't really say which ones are better. I know which ones get more attention. Mario is always going to make video games. Sonic hasn't had a real good video game in a very long time. Naruto, last great one they had was the Ultimate Ninja series. Don't know about Strikers. I'm not a big fan of PvE type games where that's the main focus. And Dragon Ball, it has Fighter Z and Kakarot, but people like Fighter Z way more, so it's kind of difficult to say. When an opponent can't say "Nani," you know they're OP. Oh, it looks like we have some sort of strong opponent here somewhere. Give me a sec. Pardon me, excuse me, excuse me. Ah, there you are. And I pretty much just killed every other enemy in the whole room. Well, almost all of them. See, Odin, you're inflicting harm on me. But even Odin I'm facing off against is still subject. Even Odin is subject to the whole thing of, you know what? I can stop time, but if I'm facing myself, I can't stop that. And like that, the fight is over. And it's an S rank. Took 10 minutes. That went well. That went surprisingly well. Given the fact that this was my first time fighting on the Pandemonium difficulty, but nothing changed. If I'm this OP on the hardest of difficulties for this entire game, everything under that is not even... that can't even be called a challenge. This is what it means to be powerful in this game. It's ridiculous.
それでいい。
And we got some bolt slays and some regular slay treasures from fighting Hundun. And he gave us a lottery ticket. And Nobunaga gave us a lottery ticket as well. We got some weapons here. I'll keep, unless it tells me that I can't hold anymore. I'm holding one too many. So, Wind, Absorption, Slay, Ice, Wind, Flame, Alacrity. Sell this one. Actually, hold on. Dismantle, and get the parts for them, so that way I can make something really useful for Hundun. I don't even have his best weapon, so I'm gonna work on that. He is definitely way stronger than Whitebeard or Fujitora. Yeah, because neither Whitebeard or Fujitora have the ability to literally stop time. That's an OP skill in a Muso game. You have characters that don't just slow down time, they just full on stop time itself. The whole concept of stopping time in a Muso game is something that people really don't touch on. If I'm able to stop time, that gives me the ability to literally do whatever I want to my enemies. And if my attacks are already so overpowered that they wipe people in seconds, then me stopping time and then just wiping the floor with everyone is literally akin to me defeating an entire army within the blink of an eye. That's how OP the ability to stop time in a game like this truly is. When you think about it, stopping time is OP. Because when you stop time and you're the only one who's moving, the entire world, everyone and everything is at your mercy. As you saw, I could literally be caught in a combo. As soon as I land on my feet, while I still have health, I will stop time, and that is just a couple of seconds of time stopped is more than enough time to do so much damage to an enemy that they won't even be able to fully recover. Stopping time is so OP in an ability that I've only ever seen it used here in a game like this, and it's still so fundamentally broken that it can only be used by one character. That's how broken this is, and it's amazing that they give you the ability to wield such power. It truly is amazing, and I love it so much. And I don't need any of these weapons for Odin because my most broken, my most perfect of skills. Oh no. My most perfect of skills, my most perfect of weapons is this right here. It's just so beautiful. It makes no sense for it to be like this. It really is a beautiful thing. Actually, let me show you the characters I have unlocked. Now, mind you, there's a ton of characters in this game, some of which I haven't fully unlocked yet, due to me not playing the new scary room. Due to me not playing the new story mode here. What's y'all favorite new gen anime? I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen is a really good anime. That's a good one. Jujutsu Kaisen is really good. The animation is god tier. Oh my goodness, it is so good. The fights are amazing. Ah, Karma's thinking the same exact thing. Jujutsu Kaisen. It really is good. Like, I watched the first season, and it's like, wow, why did it take me this long to watch this anime? It's just great. Everything about it just fits so well. Even though there's a whole bunch of comedic moments in Jujutsu Kaisen, but when it's time to fight, oh, these people fight. And it's animated so beautifully. It's not like repeated anime. It's not like Seven Deadly Sins Season 4 animation. It is literally first season of One Punch Man levels of detail and animation. And it's that way for every single episode. It's just simply amazing. But you got all these characters here. Jujutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer just off of anime alone? Ooh, that's a tough one. Because I like both of them, and they're both animated just so beautifully, and they're both... Ah, that's actually a hard one. Nobunaga Oda, probably your first character you maxed out. I tend to go for the god-type characters like Orochi, Orochi X, and other god-like characters as well. Like Hundun, I need to work on. Kyuubi, oh, she actually has a really good attack where she just uses all of her 9 tails to just slap the taste out of people just so effortlessly. You see those stars right next to his experience? Those increase up to 9 stars, and when you max it out, it becomes 1 full-on golden star. As it says here, it's max. I still have Ares to work on. I have Athena. She's ridiculously overpowered as well. How many characters are in Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate? Let me look this up for you, because I completely forgot. In the original game, there's 170 playable characters. 170. With the Ultimate Edition, which is what I have, it grows to 177, because it adds Achilles, Joan of Arc. If I'm looking at this correctly, it adds Achilles, Joan of Arc, Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, you heard that right, as well as Gaia, Hades, Yang Jan, and Perseus. So, 177 characters. But I haven't unlocked all of them since I haven't played the new storyline yet. So just think about that for a second. 177 characters, and one of which I got into an increasingly and an inhumanly OP level. But I think I have Athena to that level as well, because she has an attack that is just grade A broken. You know what? I think let's play as, and I have Zeus.
Zeus.
神よ、
Zeus.
神よ、
Zeus.
神よ。
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 神よ。 地獄を楽しむがよい。
Let me show off Athena a little bit because I'm trying to remember how I fought using her, but she has this one skill that just decimates everyone in a full-on wide radius, but I'm pretty sure it'll come back to me. Oh, I know what it is. Her unique skill makes it so that it imbues her attacks with, like, I don't know, like the gaze of Medusa, and it just turns everyone to stone. Well, when you use this buff and you get on a horse, you're just turning everyone you run past into just stone statues. So I might need to show that off. I feel like I owe it to you guys to show you just how broken Athena really is. 177 is overkill. Welcome to Warriors Orochi, where they add everybody. Now, let's do this mission and go on normal, just so I can get a feel of this again. Because when I think about it, I don't think I even have Athena to the level of Orochi in terms of OP-ness. Aegis X. Charge mirror. A mirror that reflects the light of Aegis is deployed above your head. So R1 triangle is what I'm going to use to show off to you guys. You see that?
雪村たちはオーディンを目の前にして敵に阻まれているようじゃねえ。幻影はあの辺りから湧いているようだ。我らで幻影の元を断ち、趙雲たちを援護するぞ。幻影どもがうようよしとる。歪みが進んどる証拠かな。しかも怪物たちまで我を失い暴れている。まず付近の敵を抑え込まねば。オーディンに近づくにはゼウスの力がいる。そして倒すには腕輪の力が欠かせぬ。かの者たちが役目を果たせるよう幻影を片付けねばな。任せるがよい。神の力を示す。
I'm trying to call my horse, but I can't remember how to do it. I forgot how to call my own horse. Ah, that's how you do it. Okay, I need to get my attack up again. Just so I can show just how broken this actually is. There it is. Just covering the area in lights, light, all around lights, just endless light. Hits so many enemies, it's random, but it hits everybody. I don't have the best horse for her, though. Now, like I said, I don't have Athena to the level of OP-ness that I have Odin because I haven't worked on her weapon. As you can see down there, not everything. I don't even have the best weapon for her right now. Like, all of her stats are maxed out over on her on the right side, but her weapon is not there. It doesn't have the flame bolt. It doesn't have anything else like that. Oh, yeah, Odin really set the bar really high. So trying to get anyone else close to his level, but not having the ability to stop time and just how OP he truly is, it's gonna take some doing for me to get Athena to that point. Should have saved best for last. See, that's the thing. When you show off the best, when you show off the absolute best at the beginning, everything else afterwards that is not even close to that just feels like second rate. But I'm perfectly all right with showing you just how Odin is at the beginning of this, and then showing you everyone else so you can truly know who is the greatest out of every single character. So you all, it's like Byakuya would say, "Let me test the limits between you and I." Like, this is how you show it off. Oh, you show the top, and then you show everyone else trying to reach the top. But the distance between Odin and pretty much every single, the difference between Odin and the rest of the 176 characters in this entire game is as far distant as the heaven is from the earth itself. That's just how far beyond everyone Odin is as a character in this game. Because from what I showed you, no one can really compare to his level of strength. That's just how broken Odin is. Odin is the most powerful individual in this entire game. And with the build that I have for him, which isn't even finished, by the way, he can only get just a little bit more stronger, and then he's just reached the cap. But at that point, nothing is a challenge for him. Nothing is a threat for him. He doesn't need to worry about ever worrying about his life. He doesn't need to worry about running out of health. He doesn't need to worry about running out of his Muso gauge. He doesn't need to worry about, finding enemies to, cause his whirlpool or whirlwind skill to get set off. This dude, he doesn't even need to worry about using a horse. He could you just hold down triangle until you charge red, and then just shoot off in a direction so fast that it pretty much surpasses every single mount in this whole game, and you can spam that. You don't need to wait for a horse to get to a set location. Just aim yourself in a set direction, and if it's in a straight line, you are going to rocket in that one direction so fast that the camera literally has trouble catching up to you. That is how powerful Odin is in this game. Showing the top than the others is just a way of flexing for him. Yes, it is, because since I've shown you Odin, since I've shown you just how strong Odin is, everyone else is beneath Odin so much that him literally existing just flexes on just how powerful of a character he is. Him merely just being shown first and then everyone is trying to play keep up just shows you just how far beyond everyone Odin actually is in this game. I could go on talking about this dude. Sure, he doesn't have that big old beard that we're just used to seeing, but it don't matter. He's just so powerful, he could literally walk up with a shaved face, a big old feathered cap on his head, just chilling on his spear, and he's just literally one-shotting people as if they were nothing. And that is everyone. And this is an Odin I just showed you how powerful he was on the hardest difficulty on the game. And his health barely disappeared. It wasn't until I actually had to fight himself at the end of this stage that he actually brought my health down a couple of notches. but not enough notches for me to think, oh, I need to get away from this guy because I'm in danger. It was huh. So this is what it's like to take damage. That's how strong this man is! Must have been fun with the grind though. Oh yes, it is. It was great. It was great. I can't tell you how much fun I have playing with a character that can stop time. I'll never get tired of that. The grind was circumvented from the fact that I could literally just stop time and look at people trying to harm me and wonder, I got about a good 15 seconds to just mess this person up immensely. Let's hope I can do it in more than just one hit. Oh wait, they're dead already. Never mind. Guess I'll just have to try the next one. That pretty much sums up my entire grind session with Odin. He was the first person I maxed out, and I am pleased with the end results.
まずは付近の原因をどうにかする。おう、見事の一言に尽きるな。お前がいれば勝利は疑いない。
世界を救うため必ずやオーディンを打ち果たさん。海の輩よ、直江兼続が相手だ。
Now, that's not to say that Athena ain't got some good moves too. Just turtle Ramaru to stone. And I just shattered him instantly. And when I turned them to I not only turned them to stone, but I kind of shattered them as well. So don't sleep on Athena. She's strong. I just haven't got her to the level of God that she basically is. So yeah, don't sleep on Athena. She's strong too. So when I had that crystal orb over me, wonder if Nobunaga is a real person. Oh yes, Oda Nobunaga was a real person. Just not the type you see in this game. That's just for spectacle. But Oda Nobunaga was real. Pretty much anyone else that was that's in Samurai Warriors was a real person. Says Akechi Mitsuhide, Ranmaru, Lady No. Pretty much every significant person in Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, they are all real people from, the ancient past. They were all real. Lu Bu was a real person. Dong Zhuo was a real person. You know what? I've used Athena, but I never used that special attack before. Her just creating a giant orb of light that turned people to stone and then just send it forward like like Gojo, Satoru Gojo's hollow purple like that. Yeah, that was nice. So don't sleep on Athena now. Oh, I forgot about that attack. So she's not at the level of Odin, but she still has a ton of good moves. Now I'm curious, it makes me want to research him. Oh, there's a long-standing history of Oda Nobunaga, including him taking in what would become the very first black samurai. So before there was Afro samurai, there was an actual African samurai by the name of Yasuke. And just a little bit of a history between Yasuke, well, Oda would call him Yasuke. But the history between Oda and Yasuke is that Oda had never seen an African man before. So he had him take a bath because he thought that that his brown skin wasn't real. When he found out that, wow, this is a person different from me, I want to know more about this person. So Yasuke became a vassal that served under the very the fact that this type of attack could carry on for such a long distance. Are we still going? Are we good? Woo! I almost lost you guys. So here's the thing, there's a massive storm going on outside right now, lots of thundering, lots of lightning, and it's kind of affecting certain things here. I'm just glad that this wasn't through my PlayStation because I could have lost so much footage. But I actually think that this might be a good point for me to stop. This is a sign. I'm gonna take this as a sign. Ah, dang it, Shonen Sensei coming in right when I was about to end it as well. Ah. The weather's going off, and I don't want a chance losing connection with you guys again. So I actually want to end it on a high note. I am so sorry, Shonen Sensei, that you're just showing up at the tail end of this. But I don't trust storms whenever I stream, because you never know when it's just going to either cut the power off completely or if they're going to cut the mess with everyone's network in the neighborhood. So I like to be very, very careful. But to give you a little synopsis of what's been going on here, Shonen Sensei, talked a little bit about Borderlands, then I talked a lot about Pirate Warriors 3 and 4, and then I started playing some more of Warriors Orochi 4 just to show you what I would really like for them to make and include in future Muso games, specifically Muso spin-off games that are like, you know, based on animes like One Piece and the like. And I just showed them just how overpowered Odin was in this game, because he is by far the most powerful character in this game, especially with the way I build him. You could play on the hardest difficulty with Odin, and he literally mops the floor with everyone as if you didn't even set the difficulty too hard at all. It really is a great experience playing a character that can basically stop time and then just, you know, do whatever he wants with his enemies. But this was a good game. And if it has been looping around, can carry on for such a long distance. Think I push past its limitations for one day. If this message reaches, have a good time, y'all, and I hope I catch another one. All right, Shock. Completely understand. I know you've been having a little bit of trouble with your network and everything, so I hope everything works out for you a lot better. And that's where I'm going to call it a session here for today, ladies and gentlemen. A good 3 solid hours of chilling and chatting with you guys with games, and more games. Might do another one tomorrow, a little bit earlier in the day, since it'll be in the daytime. And I don't really have any videos planned for Monday. Don't worry, Shonen Sensei. I'm still keeping what you suggested in mind, and I'm working on that. So don't you worry. The next read-through for the next series that's going to be coming to my channel, I will be announcing soon. But for tomorrow, might do some more games, and mess around with some other games that I haven't touched in a very long time, but kind of want to. But overall, I had a fun time with you guys. I love doing this. You guys already, I know I say this all the time, but I love dedicating time to this craft of mine. Whether it's entertaining you guys through my reactions of One Piece, or whatever, it is something that I enjoy immensely. You know, you've asked it multiple times, when am I going to make the announcement? Don't worry, Shonen Sensei, I will announce it soon, very, very soon. It's possibly going to be this week, but I will keep you informed, don't worry. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind, Shonen Sensei. But I just love doing this, you guys. I really do. I always have the energy to get up on these streams. One announcement? So, since I'm done with Demon Slayer, it's been suggested to me that I start another read-through series of another series. And, well, it's basically... Shonen Sensei has been massively suggesting that I look into this series called The Beginning of the End. So, I've just been telling Shonen Sensei that I haven't come down to a conclusion to when I'm going to start, but I did say that I'll let you guys know when I start this new series, because after I finish Demon Slayer, people were telling me what else I need to read, so I'll get into we'll get into it as I narrow it down. But Beginning of the End will be the next thing that I read on this channel. I'll just let you know when I get started. I won't look into it, I won't look it up. I'll just let you know when the day will be starting, and then we'll carry on from there. But let me continue. I love doing this. I love entertaining you guys so much. This is a good way of me using my talents for good, and not just for myself, but for the benefit of others as well, which is essentially what all of our talents should be used for. So I feel no greater joy than fulfilling that purpose of just, using my talents for you guys and entertaining you and having fun with you and talking with you. This is what I enjoy, and I'm never going to stop pursuing the whole a full-time thing for this channel because I just enjoy it so much. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who takes the time not just to see what I do video-wise or if you tune into my streams, but just being here. And as long as you're entertained, that is all that I seek from any of you. And that's all I can really ask of you, really. As long as you're entertained, that's good enough for me. And if you're not entertained, then that just means that I need to try harder, which I have no problem doing. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then consider subscribing because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!